Hey guys, what is going on? DeltaBot here, and we are back with a little bit of Forza gameplay, but the Forza gameplay is just kind of a backdrop to the topic of this video. And it's a video that I've been putting off for a while because I didn't really know what I wanted to say in it, but recently I've been thinking more and more about what I wanted to see in Forza 7. And it's an interesting game, I think, for Turn 10 because they kind of established I don't want to say precedent, but maybe a standard for how good their games should be with this game. Forza 6 was actually a really good game. Despite a lot of flack it caught, it had a lot of stuff in it. There was a lot of content, but even with all that content, I don't think it felt as complete as Forza 4, which I still think, I wouldn't say is the best Forza in the franchise, because personally I do like Forza 6 more, but it felt, like I said, it felt like a more complete game. And I think they have to rise to meet the standard for content level that they set in Forza 4, and they haven't done that with either Forza 5 or Forza 6. Forza 6 came close, but it didn't feel like it was as polished as Forza 4. The things that I think would be really good for them to take from Forza 4, just going backwards I guess, would be they should bring back public-private lobbies again, where players can set up private lobbies or public lobbies and host them themselves. So it's not only publicly run lobbies, you can set up your own custom games and have other people join them. And by extension, I think bringing back more playground games would also be a good thing. I was at least a huge avid cat and mouse player. That's still my first love when it comes to Forza. And if they brought that back, I would be absolutely ecstatic because I loved playing cat and mouse. It was my favorite game mode. And while I think not a lot of people played it, I think those of us who did really, really enjoyed it. And I also think it's a game mode that people would have enjoyed had they tried it. But that's a personal thing. But I do think they need to bring back the playground just for sake of completeness. It doesn't take a whole lot, but it makes the game feel more complete and more polished and more finished because they have time to go back and do stuff for the people who play it, us, to have some fun with. So I think bringing back the playground would be a huge thing. Another thing is cut the damn DLC, please. I mean, I know Microsoft is pushing them to push out DLCs and not releasing all the cars at the launch of the game, but come on. Give us something. Give us more free cars. Give us some more free DLC. I know Turn 10 does a really good job of trying to provide us with as much free content as Microsoft will let them get away with, but seriously, we're paying $60 for this game. I don't want 3/4 of the game. I'm a huge Turn 10 fan, and as long as they're still shipping 500 cars, 400 cars with the game, I'm still gonna buy it. But it would be really nice to see, 600 cars shipped with the game, and not have to spend $40 on a season pass. That's irritating, and I think it's dumb. And I think they should, more Microsoft than Turn 10, try to get us some more free content, because it's a really good way to pick up more players, and more players means more revenue for them, and I feel like it would be in their best interest, and it would make the game a lot better for us. Third is that they need to bring back some of their custom tracks. While I absolutely love Bernese Alps, it's got nothing on Fujumi Kaido. I'm sorry, Fujumi Kaido is one of the greatest custom tracks ever made in any video game. And I also really, really miss Sunset and Maple Valley. Both of those were also really good tracks, especially Maple Valley. Not just for drifting, but as a racetrack, it was really well made and a really fun track to drive on. And I think they should bring that back. I feel like that was one of the great travesties with the move to the Xbox One, is them getting rid of some of their classic custom tracks. And I also want to see Tsukuba and Twin Rings Motegi, those were also two really good tracks. I want them to have... It kind of goes back to the whole completeness. I want to have a more complete game when it ships. And I think a really good way of doing that would be to bring back some of their custom tracks, because it gave the game a more fun feel. I know it's supposed to be a racing simulator, but it's also supposed to be fun, and those tracks were a ton of fun to drive on, especially Fujumi Kaido. I mean, I can't understand why they haven't, with how much outcry there has been for that track, I don't understand why they haven't brought it back. But I can't really control that. I just have to hope that they do bring it back for Forza 7. And one last thing for Forza 7 isn't so much with the gameplay itself, it's with the user interface, the UI. Again, not to beat a dead horse, but I kind of want them to go back to something similar to Forza 4 with the UI, both with the multiplayer and the title screen. While I don't think Forza 6's title screen is poorly laid out, I feel like Forza 4's was cleaner. The tiles they have for Forza 6 are kind of weird. I really liked how clean Forza 4's UI was, or even actually Forza 3. I liked Forza 3 a lot as well. So honestly, those are they're all minor changes. I really do like Forza 6. I think it's got great physics. I think the track selection, while it is a little small, is still really good. They just need to build on it. They need to polish it. They need to improve it. They need to add more content, and they need to add more content for free. I mean, not necessarily for free, because I mean, we're buying the game, but they should give us more at release without us having to pay extra. So those are kind of my thoughts, what I hope they include with the next Forza Motorsport title. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys want to see in Forza 7. So thank you all very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like or dislike depending on what you thought. Subscribe if you want more, and I will see you all in the next video. I'm not the fastest player, I'm not the most accurate player. So that leaves me with two options. Either get shot in the face a lot, like that I had played the campaign first, so I at least had an idea of what I was getting into when I got into the multiplayer.